Midwest Food Resources is a nonprofit that is committed to providing better access to food resources with a high nutritional value, and their approach to that goal is very simple. Becky is here from Midwest Food Resources, and their goal is to provide better food for all by offering better access to both food and nutritional information. Becky, what exactly is it that Midwest Food Resources does?
Midwest Food Resources goals are to help people in the community have access to better and healthy food, and we're also trying to restore people's ability to prepare food. Like if you think back to a time when maybe your grandmother or mom prepared your favorite meal or baked you homemade bread, a lot of 20-year-olds don't know how to cook these days and they don't have access to good healthy food. So Midwest Food Resources is trying to kind of restore our connection to our food through a whole number of programs that we offer in Lloydminster and the region.
Now the information seems to be a key part of this too. What sort of programs do you guys offer to get that information out there?
We offer a monthly fresh food box program. It's a good way of saving money on fruits and vegetables and locally grown organic grains. The boxes cost $10 or $15, and they also include a newsletter that has recipes and tips of how to use the different food that's in the box. So it's a really nice way of trying new fruits and vegetables and building community and just getting access to new recipes and tips and ways to enjoy new healthy foods.
Is it important to keep those recipes alive and keep those things kind of going too? Because a guy like me probably doesn't, I admit it, I don't go home and cook a lot. I don't go home and make a lot of, fresh baked bread. But is it important to teach those skills to a new generation?
Absolutely. I think so. Like, it's really important for everyone to eat healthy. We're kind of into people that pop stuff in the microwave and say it's good enough, and people don't realize that healthy food can be easy food as well. So we're just trying to kind of instill those skills back into our community. From
a dietary standpoint too, the thing you throw in the microwave probably isn't as healthy as the fresh fruit that you can make too. Is there really a big nutritional difference between a lot of that?
Absolutely, and also if you think about it, like when you're buying something that's pre-packaged somewhere, you're supporting a farmer that lives in the States or something like that. Our programs focus, like our Fresh Food Box program focuses mainly on locally grown produce, so we're not only supporting health and better food choices, we're also trying to support our local economy and local farmers.
Is it good to teach that to the youngsters, to young children at a young age, that if you eat an apple versus eat something that came out of a box, right?
Absolutely, and I also think it's really cool to teach kids how to grow their own food, get them in the garden. Like, kids are more likely to eat foods that they've either grown or prepared by themselves, so it's a good way of teaching your kids to have healthier food choices from a young age.
Well, let's get into it. The Fresh Food Box program, what exactly is it and how exactly does it work?
So the Fresh Food Box program sort of works like a bulk food buying program. Since we order such a huge amount of produce, we get a savings on it, and we just pass the savings right on to our customers. And so people just order the boxes ahead of time, and then we make a huge grocery order and kind of order everything in bulk, either from local growers or local grocers. And then we have volunteers that get together once a month to pack the boxes. So people pre-order a week ahead of time, and then they come and pick their box up on the last Thursday of each month.
Now, it's not free to the customer, but it's a significantly reduced cost, right?
Absolutely. They would save anywhere I would say probably between $2 to $10 a month on produce.
Some of the other programs you guys offer are the Kids in the Kitchen program. You want to maybe explain to me how that one works a little bit?
So the Kids in the Kitchen program is kind of a new program. We started it last year, and so far we've been running it as an extracurricular after-school program. So usually there's 6 children. We do a 6-week program, and we do 3 weeks of baking and 3 weeks of cooking, and it's all about healthy food choices. So we try to get them to choose recipes that have 3 of the 4 food groups in them. And it's really amazing how many kids will try a vegetable that they've chopped themselves or prepared themselves. And so far we've been partnering with schools and just doing it as an after-school program. But if other kids are interested in doing Kids in the Kitchen, we could do it as an outside of school program with their parents or in the summertime or something like that. And we're also looking at starting sandwich workshops for the younger kids, because they maybe can't do as much as the kids in grade 6, so we're looking at doing something that's a little easier for them to do.
So at the same time, it's almost fun for all, right?
Absolutely. And it's so cool, like a lot of these kids, it's the first meal that they've ever prepared for their family, and they come back the next week just beaming, saying how their mom loved the pizza that they brought home, so it's really cool. And we try to pick recipes that are really fun for them to make, things like pizza or stuff that they would maybe order out, and we show them how to make it healthy but fun at the same time.
Now, speaking of the parents, you also do training courses for adults and teenagers as well, right? How do those ones work out?
So we do collective kitchens. They're very similar to the Kids in the Kitchen program, except that they're preparing more meals at at once, I guess. So they would get together once a month to plan and then another day to cook, and they usually prepare between 5 to 7 meals for their family, and it's at a minimal cost. They only pay $2 for each person in their family that they're cooking for, and then our agency matches whatever they put in, and then we get together and have lunch on the day of cooking. And there's also babysitting and childcare and stuff provided, so it's really affordable for young families and people who are maybe struggling to make ends meet a little bit.
There's always the adults, always the young children who are learning, but there's also the really, really little kids who need to eat well. What do you have for a program for those guys?
We offer homemade baby food workshops. It's really, really cool. It's for parents to attend with their new baby, or if they're pregnant, they can come with their baby in their belly. And what we do is we make a meal, like say a soup or something that they would already be eating, and we show them how easy it is to just grind up what they're eating already and feed it to their baby. We also have resources and stuff from dietitians. What
do you hope someone takes away from like is it really an enjoyable experience to come out and learn this kind of stuff?
Absolutely, and we found so many of our groups will support each other, not even just in sharing recipes and stuff like that, but they'll have such a strong network. It's a great way for people to come out and meet people, and it's just a really fun day of getting together and preparing healthy meals for your family.
Your guys' AGM is coming up really soon. What should anybody need to know about that?
So our AGM is on June 21st. It's going to be at 5 o'clock, and it's at the Lloydminster Hospital. It's going to be telehealth so that we can see our other program coordinators in North Battleford and Meadow Lake and hear what they've been up to. So we'll just kind of be reviewing what we've done over the past fiscal year.
If I was looking for more information and wanted to get involved or even become a customer with Midwest Food Resources, where could I go? What should I do?
You can come to our office. We're located downtown, just on the corner above Ernie's Coffee House in the big clock tower building. You can also join our Facebook group. It's Midwest Food Resources, and you can phone our office. It's 825-2606.
Well, Becky, thanks so much for coming in and being part of the show today.
Thank you very much for having me.
After the break, we take a closer look at a proposed pipeline that would bring water to several small communities across northeastern Alberta. That's next on Around the Region.